We were stuck for a while, but then Kyoko brought us food. Maybe we're gonna get out of here. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
Oh,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned my yeah, and the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy. There was someone I had to find in this school. You had to find someone? Who? The headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Oh. What?
in other words...
I was separated from him as a child. Turns out he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains... When Alter Ego showed us how he thought the headmaster was involved... I'll find a way.
Huh?
Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter what. Felt strange. It makes perfect sense, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I had seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
So...
Those were a mess, desk drawers were conclusion had been in there. That's my suspicion. I decided to investigate the same of the door using the key I found. Oh, is that like the skeleton key? But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope Academy. It's found in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms it was meant to use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight for a time. And I figured that the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. Assumed that was true, and the room likely held more clues. Check.
Correct.
And that's why I finally remembered. I remember my purpose was to find the true owner of that room. Or the owner. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got in there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? I mean, it was hard to describe. All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Oh boy. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You have to see for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds really ominous. So, can we go now? I better talk to you. Okay, more to do.
However...
Of course, once I got the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. I had to do Mukuri. Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. But you and me had an alibi, so we kill her.
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the trial of Mukuri Kasaba was to get me killed. Get you killed? Well, you're the ultimate detective, everything in no time.
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was... The mastermind knew school regulations, wisdom tooth coming in, and every so often when my tongue brushes against it, it just irritates the dickens out of me. It doesn't hurt, but it's just there. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your own discretion.
In other words...
That would have been a trial to do it. It sound like out by school. May not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. I could have been the victim? Well, yeah.
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean... Yeah, that night. During the night? I could hear them. The footsteps thought of death.
Anyway...
Which is why I knew in the dorms had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow moving across the corridor. It was Robo Justice, sorry. I gave chase right away, and as I followed, I saw the shadow go in your room. Which, Makoto, this is why you
Correct.
lock your room. I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course. Yeah.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to Sting. Whoever the masked assailant was, then they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised in the dojo key wound up in my room. It had to be the work of the mastermind and attempt to use the class trial to open it. So this all would mean whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have any evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if it's true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want. And if they feel like it. Wait, does that create another contradiction? Mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. It's not just Mukuro. They used the class trial to kill me, but see, they were ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it mean? The mastermind of the other. Oh, boy. Here we go. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt Mukuro was the ultimate despair. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not. The ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Remember the ultimate despair? Yeah, and it gets even worse. In the second game, finding out the aftermath. Goodness.
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through all this. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy. Chapter 5. 100-mile dash pain of a fast food junkie. In. Dude. Right now. Dream Island Rocket. Oh, that's rocket we saw at the very, very beginning. Say that. Yeah. Heap. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Right now we have to get out of this horrible tragedy. Come later. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monica secret from the master's room?
Indeed.
Of course I.
That's right.
That's right. I'm gonna just open the Monica. Let's open it up. Kyoko, can we use a key of yours to open the door, right?
It's true.
Just let people, and then. Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
Yeah, let's go. Sounds good. I quickly opened the door and made her escape from her. Finally, breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Oh boy. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. I'm surprised ultimate despair isn't the first part. Straight up like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the top. Climbing the lint and reaching the possibly long, I couldn't find into the darkness. And cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. Oh, I hate this. I had no idea.
Hey.
I know. So Kyoko asked you to
So,
remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. So, then is your family famous?
wrong.
Actually, even amongst actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. That's a family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it, right?
Indeed.
A detective is neither justice nor evil. That's how we can uncover the absolute truth. In all things, so to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is this effort to conceal our existence. This effort?
It's true.
kind of old, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we must protect it. But like I said, it's our source of pride. Before I came here, I was looking at go online. They never saw anything about her because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up on some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did, knowing that was something a true Kirigiri would never do. But the reason you gave up on that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting with dad after all those years. No matter what it is, I will find him and tell him face to face. What is it? Come on, Makoto, don't interrupt.
So,
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented and had a promising future.
however,
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and his young dad wanted that I need to thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I had gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko in the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. But I couldn't tell. Couldn't see how she looked when she said that. I compared to her usual self. She was more talkative, more emotional. I don't blame him, He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
however,
There is one thing I can never forgive. Really?
so,
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it's a good thing. But
however,
when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl who was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him in my life, and I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
So I had to find him and tell him we're no longer family, in order to settle that past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he has forgotten about me years ago. But your family just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our connection is only through blood, nothing more. Blood of the covenant, it's thicker than the water of the womb. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. The response. After I don't know how long. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
The other side of the doors. Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember the hatch in the ground? I'm fairly certain it's come out. They just yeet trash in here. I unlocked it. Should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand and pushed on the hatch. Pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened without ease, and so... what the ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly see her safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now back to Hope's Peak Academy. Oh, thank you. I never would have gotten there without you. No thank you necessary. I'm just a favor. Now what? So, worry about yeah, of course.
So then,
Let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Mama Kuma the problem. I have to matter to I found out, so it's not like we can run away. She said that important to nearby. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
because,
Because the mastermind is the one who's ensnared. Mine's ensnared. You said something like that before, what does it mean? The
so,
mastermind still got exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. Or was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Better for us if we go directly before he tracks us down. Don't you know? negotiations. Still a little, super uneasy about this. Yeah, a bear that could just summon seers and kill anyone he seems to hit. We don't really have a choice.
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Okay. Yes, let's go.
Well now.
Yoko, I don't mind so much.
I
But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What is he doing here? I thought he'd react. Are you really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished, did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing.
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but it is the rule. Let me just say, execute Makoto to you.
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you... Because you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to your little plan came crashing down. As a result of what you wanted, the results of the trial weren't at all what you because you did an unexpected development.
indeed.
You reacted by proclaiming Makoto trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, into your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility that a being would come to our aid even after you killed it. Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill me.
listen to me.
So executing Makoto would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened were exposed, they alone be executed, right? That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk big game. You're saying Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you could prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. You don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine to make such a bold claim? Not a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but a little more time and I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you bury it, there's only one absolute truth.
Boom!
And now you're trying to talk like you're some famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he would never come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared an execution, he would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by despair you love so much.
however,
But here we are, with hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me? And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto, everyone out there watching this will be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume you killed him because we were... That was right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So what's yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you will follow school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? One fair trial, one less showdown. In other words, this will be your chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's creator and the mastermind themselves. For what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? He'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for bear jokes. If you do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? And I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair name victory?
I can build
The showdown. Great, he was trying to do all along. Okay, well good, let's bear it all. If you can claw the truth, make Rosette and solve the mysteries of the school,
you guys!
then but you can't do all of that. We'll all face execution, right? And a contentment. When you learn the whole truth, what despair will you show me? We're excited. We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. Then when we uncover every truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that rule for sure, so what?
Hey,
I just wanted to confirm that is what you said, right? And that's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious, but I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro's murder is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial, no exception. That's part of the regulations. That means the 16th student killed Mukuro. Or there weren't the 16th student. That means whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough nonsense. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only one able to take a single step in a hoax peak since the killing game began, teen students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now!
Mad. You seem emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You're gonna let me go? I don't care anymore. You're getting later anyway. I'm just getting your. I need a super.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Alright, so we're not dead. My doctor as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. In the next trial, we're gonna have to convince Yasuhiro that we're not ghosts too. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Still had my life, we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, I have right now everything I have right now.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
whew,
But I'm still glad it worked out. I wasn't sure the enemy would accept my proposal. Honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? They don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Eh?
because,
Because it's all in the middle. The mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So, when the mastermind let their guard down...
so,
I wasn't there to hear myself. Do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what do you think? And what did you think when you heard that, right? Believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking us is so unbelievable.
indeed.
Like pull off.
However,
Do it. For some reason, something killed her. They wanted to show the world.
it would
The
seem,
mastermind had been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. All their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. And its ultimate goal was to make us kill.
Correct.
It's likely. The outside world has a name for student. Supposed peak, right? A certain and sink into despair. And it's the world that wants to prove that despair. What? Want to prove that despair is better than hope? That's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is really irrational. Anything that... Sorry.
Kodo.
How angry it must make you, and yet... That same motivation is what led the mastermind to...
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has to be more reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind ignored their rules...
At the very...
At the very least, that's how those watching this would have seen it. That's why the mastermind couldn't kill us. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That's precisely the reason. How much they hate what I'm doing. I haven't violated regulations. You can cut both the rules associated, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they used the class trial following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer and made me out to be the killer. Even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. All due to that failure, the mastermind took another risk. They attempted to kill you instead of me, who was also not the killer. And when that fact was exposed live to the entire world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in purpose form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown they violated their own regulations. And all that was on track, you're still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you who got me. We got that chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe much of this mastermind stuff. Some plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove it. But it was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
It looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh and took that as a sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. It's all I couldn't tell you were nervous at all. Meanwhile, I'm just swiping down me. You seem totally confident for the moment. Which is smart demeanor is the fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I show my uneasiness, that would have just made me more uneasy. Anyway, we can't relax yet. Obviously, it's the fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
You got it would have been for nothing. Nice. Before we begin our final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know where our real enemy is. Now what we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Eh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? If only this problem could be solved by stabbing Byakuya. Sorry. I can't help myself. That's Kyoko, Taka, Esmondo, they're all dead! This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside? Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Alright, somebody else. It's Doko. Knock, knock. Hey, I'm just checking every room. Just in case. Ellie, your room's next to Sakura's. I'm so sorry. This is Hina's room. Is she inside? Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Hey.
I don't think she's here. And Yasuhiro.
Hey.
Are they in the down hall? This is the dorms again. I went to Kyoko's room and she's like, do you not see me? It's only we're good with.
Here's the fridge.
And
Here's the fridge.
I suppose emotional instability. 61.
However,
That was loud. Just the mastermind showing up and just key smashing.
Makoto?
Is us! We're alive!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto. Huh? You
Watched us!
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends had struggled together to survive. Maybe Togo. So you're up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, seriously, that stinks. Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Fast, my right up. What we do?
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in extended happy reunion. You need to explain to everyone how to
Yes.
explain. But is it okay you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
It's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
Disappointed you're doing it. Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, of course. Neither me nor any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it's all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right, it was a elaborate trick conceived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
The decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? It sounded like it was he. See, I just,
however,
executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed, and the mastermind broke them. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one time.
huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Really? I mean, they really did break the rules? They had no subsidiary. You used the television broadcast and left Virginia, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you. I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. You said that the mastermind is a snake. Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you're referring to. Don't leave the dark here. Just listen. Sit. Listen. Yes, here. Just sit and listen. Anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Yoda to explain it again. Later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now? That's the one who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mystery. And every other mystery in here. But there's more than that, correct? Yeah. Rest of when we had to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? We've been looking around all this time, we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably already, but if we guys. Everyone!
I hate you.
Hey, you see the rest of us. I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever, Master. Thank you. Dinner. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Just take this country over. But Toko's still gonna stow inside one of his luggage cases. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. Which shouldn't be that hard with Kyoko's. In other words, one disciple, final battle. It's a rather interesting development, I must say. But the mastermind is, and how the and all the school's mysteries. It's pretty well freaking work. This time, the trial is different now. We know who he is now. So we work together, search as hard as we can, sure we can solve this. I'm not sure about that. Kyoko, I love this. Not now. I'm trying to hype people. Huh? Working together with everyone. Can't agree? Why not? Working together with everyone seems the most obvious way to solve all these mysteries. That's what I thought too at first. A hint of his. Hint? Oh, that, one of us could still be the master.
Hey,
It's a very polarizing approach. No, but I told you this already. Just take a single step in Hope's Peaks and then are those 16 students. One of us hidden. But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko said, the mastermind would have to step foot in the school, right? Monokuma could have possibly murdered Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
So according to most foot in Hope's Peak, our 16 students have been taking part in this killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall in the very beginning, and add in Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And those 16 people. And of those 16 people we started out with, the only one still alive, resulted in, like, a burned, charred body into ash. Not like butter. You're saying the mastermind's one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure yet. We can't ignore it. Yeah, but this is something... It's impossible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck up and controlled him in secret. Well, on the first day, everybody was in the hallway, in the gym, and he just stood up right in front.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Monokuma was on autopilot. They loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. There's no way he could have all those.
probably the you will see. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
Is done. Our investigation. But I was planning on from the beginning.
Name of my...
At this point, I can only rely on myself. The got flowing through my veins. I had no time to worry about the rest of you. Each hold up your own responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. He didn't take him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Oh, master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream or coffee. Totally useless. That's no. You can go by. You're gonna go off yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
And then I can go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come? Just wait and see him, all Troy. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
cause,
But up until useful. You're not useless if you're... Kodo! Just nice of you to say.
but,
Still, I am no more to be totally useless.
okay.
So I figured I can figure so now I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later. Eunice was in surprisingly high spirits when she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're gonna do our own searches separately doesn't mean we still can't work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I can see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see us splitting up as covering more ground. And can go up there and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, we better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors of the school have been unlocked, right? So she will investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko's gone. It only leaves me. don't have time to waste either. I had to begin my own search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. That's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery at school. And then we can all escape together! Investigation. Let's start by taking another look at Mugworth. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. But it was, Mukuro Ikusawa. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife that went completely through the body. Which wasn't actually the killing blow. It also been struck in head. An object as thick as a metal pipe. Body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Find out who killed Sama. We'll know the mastermind. Start my investigation to figure out who killed her. I should start with the rooms that were locked until now. That mess room, biolab door. And the data center, Monika's face on it. Oh, the second floor of the dorms where the gate was before. Should be open now, right? After all that, double check the areas connected to the murder. Start with the garden and dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check. Okay. I guess. It's open. You can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. I have to walk up the stairs. Ooh, this is the second floor of the dorms? Some kind of ancient ruins. No, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb here or something. There's blood. Ooh, I don't like this. Oh, there's root. That is the corner. It's not really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Nice! What is this? Oh, that was a door. Okay. But it's like this, I think there's something on the wall. Big holes. Looks like that chart that I see on into like drawing things. It's like, this is what a bullet hole looks like entering in the body, and the other side shows the results of that. Yep, they're just immediately in the bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Oof. And it doesn't look like it. This is junk. Okay. Nope. Let's check the bathroom. Am I allowed to check the so just... Wrong button. Can we check the girl's bathroom? The camera all the way. Okay. It's a giraffe. Rooms filled with lockers. Must have been Hope Speak students who came before us. Last 4 hours, we'll use these lockers. That sounds important. Metal plate mounted to the locker. I don't know what's inside, but there's nice. Nice. Do I have to look on all of these? I have to. Can't imagine if I got this locker open. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Must be able to get the locker open. After all, here's some unlock the doors of the at easy looked open the script to try. Took my handbook, ran across the card reader. Nope, no luck. Maybe only the owner's handbook, which means I must do it. Oh, locker. Nope. I'm gonna go this a few times, so I might just skip over it. Not this part. It's a metal plate mounted on top of the locker. No way to get it open. gonna be the same thing over and over again. Yeah, Heap. Yes, it's pretty similar. What all do we need to click on? Oh my goodness. Broken. I don't think this lock's gonna open. Well, we're still here. Be able to get this open, no problem. Rattle. Nope, locked. Career, let's tell you. Nope. Get this open. What's going on over here? And imagining when it gets locked open, I'm gonna buy the track. Okay. Anything else in this room? If you're right, yeah. What's these? It's really like student room. Has more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
This is the headmaster.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times, but I still have one regret. Huh? Regret? Water? There's a PC on the desk. It must.
It would seem...
Whoever uses this looks like he's still left on it. Bear? No, nothing. Bear has blood points to some group. Group's responsible for the tragedy that happened when you. They're the worst sort whose force comes from despair.
However...
That's all there is. There isn't much to it, is there?
Whew.
I guess the best he could do to complete the Kirigiri failure. He has a complete Kirigiri failure. But any of that all about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. It's good luck, Nice! Like, hi, baby. She's grumpy today. I don't know what she found, but she was so angry. Can't imagine a student doing something like this, but she messed. Nice. What's this? Breeze? It's likely this way. Is that you don't open it? Figure out something. I'm not sure program on the people, but I'd open right up and I go from there. Alright, it's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
Look at the worth all the files on PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing his password.
Whew.
I think of how much time I this. Jeez. There's a hidden room that she couldn't get into that I regret. I think we can assume there must have been some kind of clue waiting here, but maybe for her, or two than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. Kyoko can figure it out, there's no way I can stand a chance. Wait, there might be a way. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or think she would want to think of. Example. Your name.
What?
Huh? Just password. She hasn't tried it, I mean, it's totally understandable. All the way she talked to her dad, use her name. Try. You know, I'm glad of them. I just heard Kyoko. I mean, Mikado. In that case, here goes. Then turn to it. Select your full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. Hands pretends slightly trembling as it finished typing it out. Oh. What?
Why?
Kyoko? Looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I mean, as long as I've been in the room, to fix only on one thing. Present? Place. Bad vibe from the chair and like shove it off of the. I mean, we can't. Okay.
Makoto.
No, I don't think so. But is it is. At the very least. Okay. Approach the bog and slowly, ever slowly lifted up. Light began to sneak up. We used to let it tremble and cry. Those bones. Right. How does she know? Are you serious? Search for. How do you well be the mastermind who plays that? Turn the files. The headmaster's a man in his late 30s. Really possible that and the only people to take a single step in. Alter egos the headmaster. I was anywhere. You put the idea to assume that most there was in this, but he was dead. She wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though it's here. Sorry, crash. Hidden chamber. Probably tell me around as much as you like. Never let anything get in the way of investment. Okay, if you don't open all the dust theory documents. It's given to the school. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right. It would prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko.
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Oh, we can open up the lockers! Is it really okay? Headmaster's handbook of entries, bullet section 8. Oh, this picture. Oh, it's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, this is a picture of... Hey, Kyoko? That's a new pit. That's a new sprite for her.
Why would you?
Oh, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... now to find something... They never show us his face, do they? So, what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. Let's picture Kyoko when she was a little girl. They have both hair ribbons. You take one away, one, that's all the happiness you have left. Knowing the headmaster really cared about her.
Why?
I wanted to face myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. So he came here. He's to me again. This time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Go. And so both listen, just a little while, a little bit. He'll fine. Just don't both. You know that, but you're motivated. Maybe that is so easily. Alright. Once I get myself under control, please just get so. Okay. It was shotgun master. They killed the headmaster, his father. They killed him. Headmaster dead. The one big staff went so smoothly. Barrett's late 30s. Wrong about the head. I wasn't my truth. Hey, Poach. Anyway, I read that this thing's been solid. People to take a single step into me since they can't be seen in the main hall. Still alive. Everyone else is dead. Yup. Dead. 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 Even Bro. Dead. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still alive are me, Hiro, Toko, Ina, Kyoko. Only those still alive. Wait, no! The camp refused to believe some other way! There just has to be. Can I leave? Leave the right? Yeah. Alright. Let's go to the locker and put the F on. Alright. And this one. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle. Nope, locked. The card reader installed on the door must be how you get the lockers open. Does that mean... Let's just give it a try. No, you already used your handbook. What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Please. Took the emergency handbook, ran across the card reader, and... Beep! Alright, just I was hoping. Let's see what we got inside. Ooh, locker's totally disorganized. Whoever this belongs to had an organization problem. What can I observe? This is a crystal ball. Huh? Crystal ball? No, it can't be. No way he ever uses puzzle. Playing cards? Those used for telling. It's just a coincidence. Things. All sorts of textbooks, notebooks stacked up in no particular order. Dust everywhere. Had to assume there was stuff that didn't do a lot of studying. But I tried to casual and as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness of that evaporated. Yep. Yasuhiro Gakure. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was Yasuhiro Gakure. Might be mispronouncing that, sorry. Is that our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. That would mean he attended classes here? Oh, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We're all stuck in this evil world. Classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker notebook, the entries, bullet section handbook. Is there anything down here I can look at? I have to do. Yeah, look at the bottom stuff. Okay, this. Emergency handbook, right across card reader, and boop! Locker open. Let's see what's got inside. See if there could be a clue. So emergency handbook, ran across card reader, and beep! Locker open up, see what they got inside. This thing's practically empty. There's just one thing, so kind of pocketbook. There's not even a name on it, so I can't really say whose it is. There's some writing inside, could it be important? I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but look. It's a girl's handwriting. Now the letters are spaced out evenly, so whoever wrote this out was measuring them. This out must be rather meticulous. Huh? Slipping through the pocket of my hand on the page. So familiar. Oh! I bumped into the thing. Ugh. At least my something familiar in there. Where has it heard before? There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter to isolate all the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk with the one who came up with this plan directly. Just so happens to my father. Yep. He is willing to give me some details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their geniuses can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. In the future, must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world and serve as our new era. It's the only hope we have, and I hope you're willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a self-decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse. This can't be true, can it? I knew it was. I knew exactly who it belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. Kyoko. What was it doing in this locker? And she wrote it. It completely contradicts what she already told me. Told me she hadn't seen her when he was little. She was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with this plan directly. What does all it mean? Quickly scanning pages of this notebook. Must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. This page, question marks kept spinning through my head. Just started spinning even much faster. I looked at it. Unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing very messy, disorganized, and scrawled. What is this? What does this mean? No idea. How does it possibly make any sense? There's fox among us, and so we survive. There's a second to spare. Locker pocketbook, then choose taking the bullet handbook. Well, the more I see, the less makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they belong previously. So why am I seeing this? Why are things in this locker look like they belong to people here? Notebook seems like it belonged to Hiro. Pog seems like it belonged to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. I want to find out. I have to keep moving our state forward. I had to believe in someone. And let's look at the other lockers first. Right across the yard. Beep. Okay. I don't. Let me just double check. Do these last two because they're the only ones I think. Yeah. Okay. So that's all we got for this room. What happened here? Oh no, the skybox. Or whatever it's called. I don't know what the proper term is called for visual novels. Oh? Why is it high? I cannot jump. I think that's everything in the second room of the dorms. Second floor of the dorms. Oh yeah! This music! Alright, where do we need to get next? Went there. Alright, went to locker. Data center. Okay. Data center time. You can look here. Yeah, I have a one Monokuma door. So I figured the door unlocked this one, but I couldn't bring myself to it might say them so you open. She didn't mean it, but she does. She made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. I mean, ultimate unlucky student. Let's go. Okay, I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. He raced over to his nearby desk and hid under it. Okay, good. Everything will be okay, right? Hey. You're on my way into it with the door open much easier than expected. Just fell face forward. Ooh. Yeah, this looks like a room to control Monokuma. There's no explosion, thankfully. First impression was... Huh? This place is totally... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of thing. What? All to investigate just two things. Okay. What is this device? So some kind of control panel. Another cutscene happened of Monokuma and I'm guessing Sakura. I guess he was just sitting in that back control room and not in here. First came to mind, but I guess it was just the control room. Not this room, the one back here. Okay. The data center room. It's really over the top, though. It's some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a cockpit, right? If him, you would definitely freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel, looks like some kind of cockpit. Could that mean?
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking around at it, whatever. I'm gonna start pushing. Hold on, you can't just whatever. It was too late. He was already jamming right at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. You know, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? Just go look at our control panel. Saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. Just like you just said, there's one labeled Data Center. It must be the one she pushed. That Data Center is right next door. You resist it. That's where the strange noise came from. I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. Can I look at this? There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I need to go check out the data center. Okay. Turn to data center? Yeah. Did I just hear what I think I just heard? Yep. Is that Monokuma? Just... Boop, boop. Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know? Say, what is this? Some kind of remote? Okay. Up? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess what I found is self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Man! Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess it settles it. The room, the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. No, it's not what I wanted to look at. Oh, hey, Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? Flip panel. That flip controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind is controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they're definitely not Monokuma from this room. So his control panel is separate from the data center along with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Theory was right. But if the masterminds are controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school the whole time, right? Yeah, I guess that would be true. But if that's true. Get it with the scene! I'm gonna skip this. Stop. We already 19 students walked in and only 16 students are in here. The mastermind Monokuma puppeteer with 16 students. No, it can't be. Monokuma control room has been second bullet handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What's wrong? How about you? Is everything okay? Well, it's just... whatever the mastermind's been hiding, who knows if they set up traps or something. That's impossible. I really hope it's not true. So, like... I want to leave soon. There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, that's a good point. Can't waste all of our time standing around here. So, you want to get going? Yeah. Look at the hatch. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Really? I can't look at the thing. Click. As soon as the door of the data center was closed, I heard strange. The door just locked on its own. What? The doorknob. Dadgummit. You're right, it's locked. Why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. In that room?
Yep.
As you might have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room? No. That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Woohoo, are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a search's hatch? Well, now you just told us there was a hatch in there. No way. Hatch on the floor? Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch couldn't have been on the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. The master was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then we should leave? Well, the hatch couldn't have been open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let that get to us. We had to stay positive and make the most of our time left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Alright, okay, I'm out. See you later. Here took off in full sprint. I have to do what I can. I have to do what I can do, too. The only way forward! Now. That shows Monokuma's in there. That's cool. Ah, Headmaster's room. Ooh, I'll find in the Headmaster's room. It's probably turned upside down, I assume. Yep. Hi, Byakuya. Headmaster's room. Heard an awful lot about it, but I guess first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. I'm gonna ignore you. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Some of it makes me anxious. I was gonna look at it. It's the sword! There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Even monitors and shit in here. In the headmaster's room is a monitor. In the Handmaster in the surveillance camera. What is this?
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive you just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you see something interesting? What do you mean? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us in Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, so when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
I also mentioned must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed there, along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt that Mukuro is a student in Hope Speak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Kusaba is a 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry, she only got the first page. The first page? Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
What's this profile? Of Mukuro. What kind of... Why do you ask me this way? You can't until report the kind of man suggesting code. I was half listening to calculus, I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background and out of reach. Entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro has definitely has some kind of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. Just a gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have endured gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But it wouldn't matter. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmasters seem to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have taken her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I probably should have pointed out one other thing. There's another important bit within the file you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? Picture of a girl you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included part of our class. That's 78. That should be enough to figure out who the girl is. Further information about the girl is included in the file. 5'7", 94 pounds, even lists her vitals, 32, 22, 38, 32. My bad. Well, what do you think? What do I think? You're asking me if she had a nice body? You're a hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is you might want to... Then later. Maybe you'll wake your baby. Maybe you'll wake your baby back to the court. What could this mean? What is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, I think it seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
What I'm trying to say is that what you do with that information is your business. I'm back to being Byaku's errand boy. Mukuro's profile and intrusive both handbook. Oh, and one last thing. A bit of advice from me to you. I suggest you pay attention. Advice? From me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. We're not... So that we're getting along, she's done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her.
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. Like you've been any help! My hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. It's your will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Can I talk to you, or can I investigate this room without you nagging me now? Bookshelf seems really well made. It's full of files and thick books. I bet you. Oh yeah, we gotta look at the classroom, the scene again. This is the bio lab. We never been to the bio lab. Raw. No, this is where they keep the raw vegan kids. Out here in bio lab, it's so cold. It's like abnormal. Giant. Why is it so cold? Oh, time. Here, it's like icicles hanging from the mud. Rice rails gonna make it work. How cold it is in here. What is these? It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Weird machine or something built into the wall. Left side, a bunch of glowing lights, but on the other side, some kind of weird machine I'm building the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is currently a morgue? Probably take a close look around. What do you want me to take a close look around for? Let's look at this. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer eco-opportunity to stand your cadaver needs. In addition to germicidal lamps, we also provide odor generator for methylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that the system's automatic humidity level should be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, aim to keep your body as fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event there is a problem, a red light will activate and sound the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel. We do offer our optimum leather upholstery upgrade package. It's probably beyond his body. So it's instruction manual for a fridge. The thing's in. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. Let's have a bunch of colors. Nice, but since the lights are on, one's on the left. Right hand lights are off. Looking around, I think I get it. It's very clear to me now. It's makeshift morgue. Biolab secret has been added to the True Bully handbook. Add those lights by each slot. Looks like the setup 9 occupied, blue light comes on. Which means the inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is. Light labs have been added to True Bully handbook. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. Added to continue my investigation. Don't have any other option. Wait, how many of these is lit up? 1, 2, so let's say Sayaka, Leon, then Chihiro, Mondo, oh, and Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, Sakura, and I guess Mukuro, or no. Shouldn't Junko's body be one of these? Did I miscount? Let's say Sayaka, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, Sakura. Should be right. Leave the area, yes. Let's go in the garden. You'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. Or probably just right side up. Oh, is the body gone? It is gone. So they probably put the body back. Huh? It's gone. Muko's body. Is it not here? Is it in the tool shed? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. Better check just to be sure. Nope. Didn't find anything close to a dead body. It's not here either. It must be in the biolab? Corpse is not the only thing I need to check here. There's one other thing. That tarp. Tarp had a key role in the other case, so better look into it. Killer used the tarp to keep sprinklers from the body. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Huh? didn't notice this before. The small tamp on the corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. And it's written Biolab? Tarp has been added to True Second Bullet Handbook. Anything else? Check out this one more time. It's that pickaxe. On the handle it says Crazy Diamond. Same thing written on the back of Mondo's coat. Pickaxe connected to Mondo somehow. Strange. Is that it? Here, yeah. That's all we need to check here. Alright. It's the dojo. Nope, wrong way. Oh, dojo. This is where we were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? Oh, what's that? I just found the clue. I didn't find anything. Not a single clue. I figured this place is really in case it would there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Soko. Tell me to calm down. You have any idea what I'm going through right now? Finds out they call me it's good for nothing. No one's gonna say that. Master will. Disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm always sick of being looked down. Why won't anyone accept me? Oh, I didn't think there were any clues here. Going lockers here. Found a clue in here. Frame Kyoko. Anything else? I don't think any clues here. Yeah. Ding dong, bing bong. Wait, I'm getting to this. Sorry about
It's a long night. Generous head.
Nice.
Those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Now he wants to give us a hit? That's suspicious. No doubt about that. This could be a trap. Even knowing that. So you have to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto! Why are you acting so surprised? No reason. Hermaku's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. I already talked to him? What do you say? Listen, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop me. You ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? Avoid me. I was hoping they could tell him about the notebook found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? There so happens to be in the envelope in the right in front of you. The envelope? So it's for the envelope. I'll be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. I could have cryptic words that make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. I found inside was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Everyone who clicked down Hellspeak at the same time as me. but there's someone behind Sayaka. The only one I don't recognize. It's not true, I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the Headmaster Moon, we looked at the lab. Shaba? And this girl is... Why is Shunko's face covered? Just realized that. Also, her tie is different. Wait, why? Why is Milker here with everyone else? More than that, that's how everyone poses like this is weird enough by itself. Oh, I'm not in this picture. Or, Koto's not. Wearing matching uniforms and don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not your number one. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. You could be the one in the picture. Picture has all the other 15 students, but not me. I guess it makes sense. Girl, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high Sayaka. It was the first time I met everyone else. When I arrived here at Hope Street Academy, it's natural for me not to... Definitely unnatural. And everyone else is in this picture. Everyone else like me didn't know each other until they got here. This picture is real. And could that mean... Could it be... Everyone else is just me? Everyone else except me is... How long are you gonna keep this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So I mean, get out. But...
How strange.
I told you I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be? If I gave you all the answers, it'd totally be out of left field. Keymash. Guess means done talking. Damn it. Group photos, but I just say bullet handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With all the confusion in hand, I left the gym and detected. Dejected. Sorry. As I was in, more confused. So Monica was going for? You put together a fake photo just to confuse me? It looks so real, so full of life. How can anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe it's just ask everyone directly. That should clear us all up. No! I have to clear this all up! I don't think that's gonna work, Makoto. Heroes seem pretty spooked. I just passed the library. Yup. Probably need to change stream title. There we go. No, not the books. Fumi was upset that there weren't any comic books or adult novels here. Hey, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we were friends. Byakuya, wait! Of course he didn't, just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? He's purposely trying to avoid me. Did Monica give us a picture that we weren't in? And because we found out that the Ultimate Despair was a group of people, now everyone's gonna think, you're trying to get me! Byakuya, even you fooled by this, I am shocked. You're just as much of an idiot as I knew you were. Hey, Hero. Going on with you? Every time I see you, freak out like that. No! Sorry, but in a big hurry. Scanny ran off like a terrified rabbit. Kira, what's wrong? Wasn't able to talk. Nope, he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Because it's... It's here, right? Yeah. No, how do I... Tab key. Okay. I said to visit Biolab one more time. First thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Oh, Toko. Oh yeah, she probably saw the body. It's open. Oh, but Toko. Toko, you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Oh, hi, Joe. It's so cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold. You keep taking naps like in places like this. I'm sure you will.
I see.
Oh, what was I asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered, straight up horny.
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know, last thing I remember was waking just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Memory stops to start each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga. Bingo, we share some basic knowledge, but our memories stay pretty much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say that like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Inside Jack's memories, but intersects in your handbook.
What I want to know is, where's my little darling telling right now I'll slit your throat?
I don't know. Maybe Alex is around here somewhere doing his own investigation.
By himself?
I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it, I totally knew it. I'm a pro when it comes to all things master. Anything. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now.
He's in the archive. The Jill shot off. Eerie laugh. You're echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. I was nowhere about asking Jonas or Jill anything. So I have more important things to do right now. I took a faint. There was some reason for it. She probably opened this up. It's like, oh, a body. Fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all tight last time I was here. Must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
Sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It
it's
would seem...
a morgue.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toga must look inside the fridge, seeing what was in there. Well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and she opened a slot there. Must have been when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
We should close it up. We don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko appeared, approached the fridge, hands outstretched. Suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? Okay. Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it here while we were at the class trial. Mastermind did it? As I assume we wouldn't be in the class trial over again, so I guess
So...
you may be right. Either way, no. Get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko can chance to check out the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Oh, wait. If I miscounted... Did I miscount? I don't think I did. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? Is it? Okay. So if that's possibly Mukuro, then that's a murder, that's a murder, that's a double murder, and Sakura, and this. Where's Junko's body? Shouldn't it have its own thing? The regiment of sorting dead bodies. Can't do it, can't look inside. Alright, what'd you find, Kyoko? I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monica made earlier.
whew,
You mean a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because
The only reason he gave us a hint at this point will be to confuse us, cloud our judgment. I consult Mr. on my own without any hints he may offer. That's a good point. I should go back and do the same thing. It's done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? The mastermind forged that picture as the trap to confuse us? It's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I just did this! What's just gonna be a reaction this time?
whew, because
Outside refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. These ones aren't.
it would seem
It was seen the blue light comes on whenever a slot is occupied. So when someone's in here, a blue light comes on. Looking around, a number of lights are on, including Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? Violet lights have been added to choose bullet section handbook. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I gotta check the tarp. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. But the same one I found in the garden. Garden tool shed. Remember, it had a stamp on it said Biolab. And the tarp could be used to camouflage murder currency. And so I took it over there. So they used a dead body. Dragged it here. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Ready? That was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I make my free form. Breathe. So try. I pay careful attention to trace of blood. It seems highly in fact. The stomach wound and blood. The back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt slow, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those wounds were fatal injury, right? So what's fatal injury? Due to the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim could have been stabbed a single time. Knife hit the body. They also been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these are several days old. Another option of those other wounds, but they says they're old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says they were inflicted at least several days ago. Yeah, just don't see the difference.
wrong.
The difference is immense considering the impression they gave.
Listen.
You see me equating with simply old.
However,
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it sound like they've been forever, but they're not related to the murder. You're saying when she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least 5 days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro in the last few days? What?
at the very least.
Certainly you can allow this one of the many possibilities, right? One of many?
Right.
The detective doesn't have pronounced powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the skilled detective begins imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision possibilities without prejudice, without bias, and only using their logic and common sense. By then, as they investigate, they test whether each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond that, this particular mystery. Second bullet handbook.
hey,
So if there's anything you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. There was one thing. Earlier, I was looking at Mukuro's profile. It listed her height, weight,
so
5'7", 95 pounds. Vitals were 32, 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remember? remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So that means...
Indeed.
Don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's no... absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is right. Gross husband.
So then,
For the business to Mukuro's body. Whoa! I think you have one of the most layers of school. Oh wait, we're put the body back? It's kind of bad leaving it like this.
why?
This is the ultimate despair. It's just a kid, she's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that. It's really quite appalling. But you could have abandoned me. You should have helped me instead. Or something like that. What does it mean to be naive?
so then,
Think we've done what we do here. Investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. No, one more thing to do. Kyoko about. Ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. I'll do it now. Hey, Kyoko. I have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead, then. Out with it. Have you not seen that even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? You know, lockers on the floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get the locker handbook, what happens to? Actually,
I see.
when you found the headmaster. So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? On the part through it. Pocketbook.
Why?
Say that.
Because,
The lockers belongings exist. Like, the thing is, there's no way I could have had any lockers. What side? About the headmaster? About your father?
what? That's true.
That video is real too. Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is starting together. I have a cohesive picture. I'm afraid the picture may be worse than anything we may have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me get the headmaster's notebook. That way you can... That
so,
won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you want to watch this, it all makes sense. DVD! It says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
so,
I found it in the room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have any time to explain what exactly means, so you gotta go watch it yourself and see. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why my pocketbook is in a place like unless I've ever seen before. That doesn't make any sense right now. I guess it means support including that. Area DVD has been added to True Second Bullet Handbook.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble? Sure.
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? And I can never find the answers to the question I wanted to ask, and for the rest of my life. It's all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there is one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there is no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind, just this. This is just one of the more reasons I will follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes blurred with burning with a fire of determination to defeat the mastermind. Just to be confronted with his own death and suddenly feel this way. I could care less about if my father had happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's no way of understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said that. Her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew,
So that's it for my rambling. Still much I can do before I consider my task complete. You're right.
hey,
Keep this in mind. There's only absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. Wait,
No.
even if the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, right? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
so then,
Anyway, I need to get going. See you at the last trial. Oh, Kyoko. That fateful road, Kyoko was gone. I get going myself. Your room, check out. Yoko said something about a hopeless truth. And what happens, I will. What's your world? I'm gonna cut this stream short, because I don't know how long the last trial is gonna be. Cool. Where's the AV room? It's on the 4th floor, isn't it? Because it opened up like it's one of the first things. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, take a look. The DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing. Staring into the blackness of the monitor. It's been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And all of a sudden, the image appeared.
Oh, are you ready to begin?
What I heard was the position that
Apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow. Really, you're taking notes while having a conversation.
is 10 signal millimeter.
So this video serves as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. Please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that?
Sayako was totally at a total loss. It's who would agree to spending the rest of their life in the school.
Accept.
What?
Thank you. And sorry about all this. I promise you everything in my power to keep you safe. As Master Hope Academy, I give you my word.
You've been stretching my clothes. Q, that's where the video cut out. There's a way to understand now. There's only this. So I comprehend what I just heard. And I Sayako wanted to get out of here. And no one wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so badly she tried to free me from murder. Okay, why did she say yes to living here for the rest of their life? They said their thoughts, but that night, the monitor made I thought it was finished back on the screen. My eyes darted back as if it was confused before. My Sonic pushed me right over the edge. What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, I should let you know that I'll be reporting our
To the headmaster.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster are looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed to be normal conversation. But I now absolutely sit down,
Spend the
be real.
Well, much of a choice.
But I promise, as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. At Hope's Academy, that's the very best I can do.
You're cut up from there, scene over again. Toko. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing real quick. silver team. You know, Kyoko with him had been recorded just barely. Thought she had met him. Sat down with him. Hope speak questions. As Kyoko's in stepping up. Monitor suddenly went black. Huh? Wasn't just a monitor. The DVD player itself apparently turned off. Of course meant the DVD wasn't playing.
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service.
What just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when? Does it matter? Failure can strike anytime, anywhere. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Oh, whatever. Watch the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. Yes, another question, they all say yes. Couldn't know myself, I had a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation from myself.
It would seem...
Back on it now, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. Couldn't remember why I came to this school, I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What made you forget all of that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine how much it seems much you can be. Our memories race. A convenient outcome. Something like that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. What does it mean? I lost memory too? Not the others. Have we all forgotten? Or maybe a DVD is updated with True Technology Handbook. Whoa! Wrong.
Anything has to stop, there has to be an end. And if it's not, then that means it's time for a fresh start. Doesn't have a dawn. It's totally pitch black. There is no storm that will eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm to meet the only the... Anyway, let's get it. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It was about to begin again. Class trial is going to start. Well, class trial. That's time my lives on the line. Time hope to on the line. Let's do this. Okay then. Do it. Guess I'm the first one. Time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's it up here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure. Just like you said. Byakuya! Byakuya? They ride one after the other. They're all the same shade of shock. You know? Hero? Silence. Wasn't any normal silence. Suspicion. It was like the first class.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late!
I'm on fire.
The strong was so wonderful, so calm. Oh, how my loins are ablaze. Everything will be just fine.
My beautiful scissors.
With my scissor shot. That's a mess. Be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it.
Oh.
Why?
Right now.
Is everyone here? The gloomy gust faces I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Chills, kills!
This final push is slather with pitch black despair. Climax.
Fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time it will be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'm making sure everyone watching at knows that despair is mightier than...
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious trouble. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
And sure away. As loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. And the inexplicable comment goes first to the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Contact no where they just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd, like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? It's because of the stupid-ass photos. Yeah, I think I know. Well, you can tell us about it soon, at the class trial. Ready?
so...
Right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And Kyoko was aboard the elevator. So what I think I was trying to figure out is, I guess when I went to the biolab first, I didn't know that Mukuro's body was gone, but when we went to the biolab, it was the same number of bodies, so I wasn't... Like, the amount of murders and trials we have makes sense, but... Junko's body there. Step after step toward the gaping mouth. Resolved that this would be the last time. No mystery left. Pushing desire to die to calm my trembling body. And finally on my unsteady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. Closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. All alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open one last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later. The fatal general vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it the perfect background for deciding a person's fate?
Yahoo!
It's the long last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna say this just you're in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Then let's begin! Set skills. I got all the skills in place that I can, huh? Let's go!
This will be the final class trial. I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. Of course, waiting for the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Yep, so I figured he came
I'm
to.
right, aren't I? I knew it! You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right!
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too had evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
No, that's wrong.
But you're all idiots.
It's not just you. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture, I'm the only one not in it.
And Juko's face is still covered. Ooh, my twitch face.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Yep, Juko's facing away again.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? A trap?
Yes.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Here, if I need a real Monku's trap, each photo has something in common. Connection regarding what person is shown in the group photos. That person is the ones who got the photos.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Excuse me.
In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
So y'all are probably one pictures.
And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, well.
Byakuya, why did you go if you were so
In other words, they gave a group photo in which that
But
person
that sounds
wasn't
a bit
included.
delayed.
When we sure, I just assumed everyone else the
Figure it out, huh?
Thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
There might be more to this than just Monku trying to confuse us. That's what I mean by it. What is it? What's it
Listen,
happening?
I see a group photo one more time. It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Sure, there's something unusual about these group photos. Can you compare these one more time? Juko splashed in the face by Liam. Here's picture. Am I strange about all of them? I can't quite pin down. Something. Group photos, but it's blurry books.
Can you just get a photo all day? Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm pissed about that.
Not that. They went all that trouble to make it look like we're wearing matching uniforms.
They're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. It would be a fake. I'm sure of it.
Really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I remember taking a picture, but is that real to be absolutely positive they're fake?
Remember the picture necessarily because they're fake. Other reasons, some terrible reason. Unbelievable, but entirely. Do I have to spell the word? Oh no. I might be screwed. Oops,
Now, that
So we all do it at the same time. Got the photo.
Yeah, Lon.
believe I'm approved. Photo is
Saying we is spontaneous.
spontaneous.
Got to the school. Bring the topic.
Please, yes.
Plus this, you're gonna show us something decent like all of us.
All of us. Kind of interview?
No.
Not for me to believe all this.
It as reality.
Talking about living.
Yeah.
To be honest, my recording interviewed
At least one at a time of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
and how did we answer?
We all said yes.
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing your or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? How can I believe that?
And say not word until you accept it. Right?
For our, cause it's true.
But
Indeed, we only have one path.
Yep. Totally understand.
Smoke.
Making my head hurt.
Lost. All those specific memories. Didn't
You figured out first.
there's no it all just happened to and
How? Come on, right now. Me, open up your skulls and mess with your
Lines.
Would you believe anything I said? How it happened right now?
There's figuring out what memory you taught us. That's what I'm trying to
One on you?
you, Master. Taking a group photo, those can't be the only memory you lost. There's been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our...
Of course there was a purpose. Who has to be original?
original
You
motive.
mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something with the memory from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we can do that, either way we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, want to kill we get this true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Control really see profile mastermind something tells me it's gonna be the profile.
So who did it? Killed her.
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
We saw it.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No, you're wrong.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
Killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only able to take a single step in Hope Speed Academy 16 killing game are students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me!
I blame Kodo.
Stop!
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he was is if he was actually the mastermind himself,
Toko,
right?
why do you do this?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
Literally like 5 seconds.
He's right. What more is there to
Oh,
talk
you mean
about?
last trial.
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? I thought we out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I'll spin the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Bias cover of wound be several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
What if the murder itself took place at least a few days?
What?
What if, when we her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
Someone took the corpse out of the
That's true. Then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
Doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know,
You're wrong.
she me before I could even say anything. Come on, and you think I'm
Togo, I'm trying to not get my stream taken down.
okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
You so sure gonna deny you? Why say bother in the first place? Do I have to dance Bella or can I just pull it? Okay. Your failure, do most of the input. It's the profile. Okay.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Ah!
Are you?
You didn't deny me this time, Z. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Who said I thought it was cute? When the battlefield. Okay, yeah, I knew that. I just
Mukuro
missed
was
it.
the ultimate soldier.
Yeah.
Have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle. You didn't deny me this time, Z.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been in a hype. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Why didn't it work?
You didn't deny me this time.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Mukuro was the ultimate. She must have been in a. So, when you think of, obviously, she got all the.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, good.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school, in which case, they could be the killer.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Mukuro's fatal unjudgments add to the true section below your handbook.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
I mean, can't think of anything else.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro could be the one to attack me, even if it didn't see our face. Mukuro had a very obvious fender tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. Should be obvious. Raccoon file number 5. So I had to absorb something.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot?
That's why I wrote down
Or
right
could
hand.
it be the hips?
Middle feature attended to certain easy spot area.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Ah! You think that can bravely attack her?
Shoot! You never saw their face, right? So you can't have... I'm telling you now, it was...
You're wrong. There's another part of the...
Oh? And is it the right hand or the left hand?
Oh!
Shoot! You never saw their face. So you can't have... I'm telling you now, it's Mukuro Ikusaba.
Another part.
Is it the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Did your tattoo and marked her?
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
Wrong. Without seeing another part of proof.
The right hand attack said,
It was me. It could have been, someone else.
Here we go, Hina, and solid alibi for that entire night.
You're just tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh. No snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of doubt it wasn't me.
I don't say anything. Ooh. Kyoko will remember the
Your
gloves.
hands!
I'm thinking of gas. One
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
Another step closer to unmasking the mastermind. It doesn't really.
Kyoko seemed to savor those words as she said them. She put the gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
You.
Sorry, Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? Not corner just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
I want to say things, but since I
If
already
she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then, she was being stored somewhere?
Thought there was something on my leg.
The body here. To just store it somewhere?
There's
I got it!
the kitchen.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Which shows the body was carried from Biolog Garden to 5 minutes away from Biolog Garden. So tarp.
I got it! So sure from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text in one corner of the tarp.
It's a biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature surfaced with perfect timing.
You have one to talk.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
You talking about the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Biolab, could you be talking about?
La la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Oh well, just ignore it.
You pull myself together and think. Says the Biolab, could you be
Hey,
talking
by
about?
the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
His mom has kind of a nice dress.
So what do you think? Are you sure you're okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Don't let him get to me. Just saying it because he knows we ain't close to the truth of Biolab. Want to shut him up. Maybe expose inconsistency and slam him up. Inconsistency had to be. One area and numbers just don't match up. Are we gonna battle? Yep, we're gonna battle.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof! Are you sure about this? Proof! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Wow, strike!
I'm not listening!
What? Oh! Violet lights! No!
I can't hear you! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this?
Okay.
I'm not listening!
This should prove it.
I forgot that I had to turn the thing.
The inconsistency you're talking about it. The lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
Up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Congratulations, Byakuya.
But I counted up the number of blue lights, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only...
Matt, you gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Man, this doesn't make sense. Totally 10.
John! 10 of the lights should have been on. And the other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious?
Simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right, the key summons mystery. Saika, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Ifumi, Celeste, Sakura. The victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Reason there are less bodies than murders. Explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? That could make sense. Same person was killed twice?
I got it!
Yeah!
What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
Yes.
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
Yup.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious, because Kyoko's totally delusional.
I have to absorb something again.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada?
Did I already reveal it?
Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada?
I guess I could use the file.
Celestia Lu... whatever? Or maybe... No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Never die from the same chat all over her body when there's someone else with the same sort of injury.
Who is this someone else Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka?
Okay, it just shows the names.
Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Yotaki, Fumi, Celestia, or maybe... No. There's no way anyone was murdered!
Yep,
No, that's wrong.
it was just she got impaled a bunch.
Junko, was her fate pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Also, those boots look pretty familiar.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a all
All over her body.
And Mukuro had a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then those similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then, it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
Yeah.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro was still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive. The only one still alive is Mukuro, but you really believe that? No, there's no way Mukuro's still alive. Saba's photo file.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
That to be true, then there couldn't have. Then And that couldn't have been a body found in the garden. It's really possible.
The body you found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Say Monaco.
It's the first thing I have to shoot.
The garden. It was
What's wrong? Kyoko said the up.
No. Body in the garden was Mukuro. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her record.
She was 5 foot since everything in her was considered.
It's
but who's that?
answer. Was still alive. Billy.
About that.
Yes.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, to be the only other. Saw her before our very eyes. The death would have charade.
Now you mention it. Yes, for reason. She was dead. Pulls up stuff. She was gone.
I knew Susan was a dud. It's too bad.
Case hasn't died.
Give back.
All the problem standing in your way. Mukuro absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely.
Right? Can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we I'm not resting.
Huh?
Let's go still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko survive? Jack actually somehow. Could it be Junko's not the one that died? Could go but someone else entirely. Oh, okay. Very certain it is not the one I'm thinking of, but it is. Q&A. I meant to hit.
Refuse to give up.
I meant to hit the E. Hangman's Gambit. Let's spell the word replacement. Or replaced. Come on. You mean no? Go away. Hey. Nice.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why her body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? Done that. She was about to die? Like some ninja replacement technique?
No.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There's be some way I need to figure out how to switch the beginning.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have switched at the moment of death, right? All, the one we saw.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Makeup.
She could have hidden it with foundation, something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion,
Yeah, you can see it,
exposing the
kind of
tattoo
left side
after
of
the
the
body was
tattoo.
extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just a...
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity?
Yeah.
When did I do that?
Still refuses to admit it, but you tried to see if solid one, doesn't matter. It's very trying to hide Junko's identity not just once but twice. First time it's during our latest investigation. Good photo. E. Hold on. What matters is presenting the right evidence. Has to do with Monica who tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation. Embarrass myself in front of everyone. Okay. Oh, wait. It was the DVD. It was the DVD.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't the monitor. The DVD player itself, it apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like I broke out of service. What? Happened to break just now? No, then when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anytime, anywhere. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! Of course Junko would go up!
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a...
No, it wasn't a fluke. Definitely orchestrated power outage. It's not the only time we tried to hide Junko's identity. To cover up a piece of evidence, gotta reveal that. It's the photo. It's the group photo. Ah, no, not again! had just like the back of her head. Even then, I was different.
Video was to cover. You did the same thing with this group. I know. When all the photos we got, in all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance. What's unusual about that?
Sounds common to all these photos. Jiggle's face is covered by arm. Jiggle's face.
One thing common. Photos. See your face.
Got splashed on. And her arm's getting covered up by Taco.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be a picture. She found in this see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, with there's no doubt the girl whose face is hidden.
Just looks like opening her
why
mouth
you
like
had to
Taka,
have
please.
pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed. The Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew. Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair. Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on! Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now!
We're already doing this? Cause an argument. Alright. Let me double check. You're near the ultimate fashionista in the main hallway. Yeah. I got stabbed. That's my dude, cute body. Was the thing. Oh, it's icy. This man attacked me with something. I almost got shanked. This man attacked me who wasn't stopped him. Sprite fail, mass might fly from my oh, it's probably this one done. Took the mask off, put Mukuro. Wasn't by the first round of the guard, just there. Then went to Toko, try to move it. Ew, and boom!
Here's exactly what happened. Right after we all died. That was Junko. The girl we was Saro Ikusawa. But it wasn't for Master Junko left in a third body to use.
It was already shown.
Junko out of the biolab, using the tarp to get her to the garden, fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko.